And we begin with the president's first solo news conference, which he began by announcing that he is setting a dramatic new benchmark for COVID vaccinations.
On December 8th, I indicated that I hope to get 100 million shots in people's arms in my first 100 days. We met that goal last week by day 58, 42 days ahead of schedule. Now today I'm setting a second goal, and that is we will, by my 100th day in office, have administered 200 million shots in people's arms.
The U.S. is on track to surpass that. We're now averaging nearly 2.5 million doses every day. Biden's latest goal comes as the new virus cases are on the rise in about half of our country. Just ahead, the White House senior advisor on the COVID response will join us to talk about all of this. Biden's announcement on the vaccine goal was the only mention of the pandemic at his news conference, a dynamic we'll discuss in a bit. For over an hour, the president took reporters' questions about the latest challenges as he tries to roll out an ambitious agenda. Not all of it in his control, and that would include the sudden influx of immigrants to the border who might be encouraged by his policies.
I guess I should be flattered. People are coming because I'm the nice guy. Truth of the matter is, nothing has changed. As many people came, 28% increase in children to the border in my administration, 31% in the last year in 2019 before the pandemic in the Trump administration. It happens every single solitary year.
Did you move too quickly to roll back some of the executive orders of your predecessor?
First of all the policies are underway. We're not helping at all. Rolling back the policies of separating children from their mothers, I make no apology for that. We should go back to a position of the filibuster that existed just when I came to the United States Senate. It's being abused in a gigantic way. And for example, it used to be you had to stand there and talk and talk and talk and talk until you collapsed. I strongly support moving in that direction. If there's complete lockdown and chaos as a consequence of the filibuster, then we'll have to go beyond what I'm talking about.
Are you worried that if you don't manage to pass voting rights legislation, that your party is going to lose seats and possibly lose control of the House and the Senate in 2022?
What I'm worried about is how un-American this whole initiative is. It's sick. It's sick.
Have you decided whether you are going to run for re-election in 2024? You haven't set up a re-election campaign yet, as your predecessor had by this time.
My predecessor needed to. My predecessor. Oh, God, I miss it.
Have you?
No, the answer is yes. My plan is to run for re-election.
Do you believe you'll be running against former President Trump?
Oh, come on. I don't even think about it. I have no idea. I have no idea whether there'll be a Republican Party. Do you?
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.